What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog, coming tonight talking about American problems. The name of the show is Why Your Life is Full of Trash. Trash jobs, trash people, bad situations. The cycle continues. Listen, I know everybody wants to talk about Nick Cannon. What's going on, Nick Cannon? What's going on? Listen, Jada and Will have nothing to do with you. They will be fine. 9 times out of 10, we're looking at this American problem, which is voyeurism. We want to view people's lives. We want to watch them for years. Number one example of this, many of these YouTube channels, they'll follow some young girl. She's doing beauty. She's doing vlogs. She's doing fitness. Then all of a sudden now she has a boyfriend. Then she gets married and then she has kids. We're literally watching someone's life. We're literally doing the Truman Show in real life. And if you don't know that movie, Jim Carrey was in it. But that's the extent where we are in America. Now, I'm going to say something that's offensive. Some groups are doing that more than others. Now, here's the problem, okay? It wouldn't be bad if people had results. Now, what do I mean? If people had a job paying big money and they were living well and they're doing all good, no problem. You can watch as much crap and filth as you want. But the problem is most people are suffering right now. And I posted on here, and again, I'm gonna post it just to be that lady. Here is my Cash App. Now, why am I posting my Cash App up in here? Because people want to support the show and be involved. Now, someone in the comments was like, "Oh, if you got all this money, you know, why you posting the Cash App?" And I started laughing because this is exactly what we're talking about. You can go on YouTube and there are people paying thousands of dollars per show for filth, disrespectful languages, women naked, halfway naked, guns, you name it. Someone here is teaching you good information that should be free. How dare you tell me about stocks? You spend hours of your day. Like right now, it's 8:40. I've been up since 8 a.m. I have a full going business here. And you'll come and bring data, information, and products to people. And people say, well, how dare you charge? And again, this happens to be in this community where people seem to have an extreme problem with that. But I want you to go walk over to Grant Cardone's office and ask him to talk to you for an hour, free of charge. I want you to go walk into any of these people you see on the internet's office any day you want, free of charge, and just speak to them. It's not realistic. But people have made their lives trash. Let's just be honest. People are not paying attention in school. They're not good students now. So they're an adult, but the best student they can be is someone who's watching World Star all day, someone who's on OnlyFans all day. If you keep talking about OnlyFans, you know what that tells me? You're on there. Bad. Stop, right? People know more about Nick Cannon's whole life and his ex-wife situation than if I ask them about their parent. Now, again, I'm going to say it again. I've been on Kevin Samuel shows, many of these shows. These guys, in the afternoon from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., they go from show to show to show to show, talking in the shows, show to show to show, Monday through Friday. You know how I know this? I've studied this for a good 4 months. The same folks, all on the same different shows, over and over again. So if every day I see you, and yes, COVID has some play with it, but even before this, you hear every night, 5 to 9 p.m. on 12 different shows, commenting, laughing, joking it up on gossip channels and trash channels. That is your life. Don't be out here telling me you getting all these women when Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can catch you online talking in trash and gossip channels. Now, funny thing is, someone kept sending me Tasha K, Unwind with Tasha. This white woman has 786,000 subscribers. Now, let me be very frank. I think her show's hilarious. She's a little loud. She's a little bit drunk on her show, but hey, that's her show. She hit 30,000 people on her live chat the other day. It was a record. Now, let me be very frank because I'm not scared of Skynet. I've been here this long. I ain't really scared of it. Black creators don't get that algorithm traffic. Because society at large is saying, well, y'all only 13% of the population. Why do you need all this traffic off YouTube? Oh, young Hispanic man, let me send you traffic. Young white man, let me send you traffic. There is something in the computer here that is siphoning down who sees what. And if you believe that, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2. I'm okay with it. I just want you to put it in the chat so I can see who I'm talking to. But part of why I challenge and push back on a lot of what I see here on YouTube is because all we're doing is consuming. We hear talking to each other, and the blessing that has been the past 2 years with my YouTube channel has been the people have actually been like, yo, I'm gonna meet you in person. I'm gonna do business with you. I'm gonna buy trucks with you. I'm gonna do whatever. Let's go buy houses in Detroit and Cleveland. Let's go invest. Let's go do something. That's different. See, that's different. We're not just out here talking all night and telling people we getting all these women when I see you, brother man, from here from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night. Where are you going? 11 to 1? You may be. But in order for us to all live life, there has to be some accountability, right? There has to be balance to how much y'all watching these trash shows. And I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about The Real. I'm talking about these reality TV shows. And you sit here and you wonder why these kids, now they're a prime example, I'm gonna use this as terrible. In Brooklyn, there's a video went viral. It's 2 girls beating up a woman. Now, I already knew. God bless it, I already knew this is a young teenage mom and she pregnant, or it was somebody's sibling and they had their younger sibling outside with them. So these 2 women are such animals that they're fighting this woman, and there's a child, a little 2-3-year-old in the way, getting knocked down and, basically bruised up. A young man who can't be more than 12, maybe 15, comes around the corner to do this Superman kick, accidentally knocks down the toddler, and then goes on to kick the woman. Do you know what his mom's response was? Well, he won't try to kick her. You can see clearly from the video he didn't mean to kick the baby. There's nothing in that neighborhood. There's nothing on that street. There's nothing that woman could have did that 3 grown people are beating a pregnant, like 18, 19-year-old person. And we're hitting her in the head. I mean, it's totally okay. This is an American problem. They're not beating people in the head in Greece. They're not beating people in the head. Now, listen, some of them Italian mafia might be beating people in the head right now. You know what I mean? Some of the people in Africa, they might be beating you and kidnapping you. But what I mean in general, this is an American problem where we expect to live well, marry well, and invest well with no input. Part of what I saw today was hilarious. Someone posted, am I selfish for wanting to marry into a traditional family where we can enjoy each other's time, have cookouts, board games, and family fun? And people littered the comments with like, that's not fair. Just because I come from a crazy family doesn't mean someone should judge me. But yes, you should. I know everyone says you don't marry someone's family, but you do. If something happens to you, who raises your children? If y'all divorce, who babysits your children when you're not there? See, people want to be let off the hook for bad decision. No, you cannot be. Another night, and you guys may disagree with me, in here I said that these parents need to be prepared to homeschool their children this fall. The immediate response was, Erica, why can't the government give us some money to teach our own children? Because it's your child. Because you had them. The outcome that happens to their life will affect you forever. Not just when they're 18 and you think you're going to kick them out of the house and go on about your life. Forever, it will affect you how this person that you have birthed thinks, perceives things, and is able to communicate. You have to realize part of what we're seeing right now is the shaking, right? If you ever gone, have anybody in here ever gone and shifted for gold nuggets and stuff like that in the mountains, or, in Nevada, some of these little places they send kids and it's fun, look for jewels and emeralds. What you have now is people getting shaken out, right? Today I got a massage, and the young lady was saying she worked as a massage person and at a gym. 2 things that got taken out because of COVID. But she also sent her kids to camp. And part of the reason why is stimulus check, unemployment check. You can afford to do it right now. You have to think long term. You have to sit back and look. Even in my classes where I clearly will point and say, watch this video, watch that video. Hey, this isn't done. But if you watch the live video, it's step by step. And I'll have people say, Erica, I watched that video 2-3 times and I've already got my business up and running. See, people want something to be spoon-fed to them. And I get it. But that's not how this country or your life will change. There has to be some free thinking in there. This past week, what I learned is Twitter is more of a news source than the actual TV news. You got people having full-on conversations, people posting blogs and articles and news article after news article in there, fast-paced information absorption. We've got a whole nother segment of our society is like, I never heard of that. When did that happen? You had people, these are articles written on this. People watch what is the name of that show? It's Mad Men on HBO, and it showed the Tulsa race riot. And people literally said, is this real? It was the #1 thing trending on Google for weeks on end. Is this real? Did this happen in America? We have people who are such bad students of history that history could easily repeat itself in a generation in many various dangerous ways. People aren't reading right now. People aren't studying. They're investing their whole life into TikTok and how they're going to get out the house. That's it. Whether you're talking about Atlanta, you're talking about Florida, you're talking about Texas, right now, we're living the grasshopper and the ant story. You see all these people lined up for these food banks. Not all these people are starving. And people say, Erica, how dare you don't know these people could be starving. Listen, people heard free 99. They don't have to go to work. They pulled up and they go get their free stuff. Point blank period, just because it's free. You know how I know? I will talk to people who have money and they found out somebody got a coupon discount. They want that coupon discount. And this man has money. The man I'm talking about has money, makes $137,000 a year. And he goes, well, they got a coupon discount? Well, I want that too. There's a difference in being frugal and cheap, just in that short section. But part of the results we're seeing are people are bad students. They're not taking this time to educate themselves and get better. Yes, will there be more crime? Of course. Will there be people who become millionaires out of this? Yes. Everybody I have inside the Rise of 20% class, if you just go look at their Instagram page, they're consistently growing their business, their services, their products. They're helping more people. I want you to understand that half the people, when I posted in a forum, I talked about owning land and how I just wanted to have some in Texas, just to have some, just an acre or two, just to have it. Well, what for? I mean, does it make you money? Does it matter? You live in a country where if you don't own anything, you're just a transient almost, right? People are just moving apartment to moving apartment, that's fine. We're becoming a renter nation for sure. But trust and believe, if you're a person who is in a position of not able to have power, if you're in an apartment and you don't have any money for the next 6 months, you're at the mercy of the government. You're at the mercy of people deciding if you can stay. Now, people are going to say, well, Eric, if you're in a house, you can get foreclosed. Oh, honey, these people know that they're in a house, and last time it took a year, 2 years to get people out, and this time it'll take a year, 2, 3, 4 to get people out. They know. That's why these people that are stuck in their house are doing all this remodeling. They're making that bad boy look good. They're putting pools in the backyard. They're securing where they are going to be for the next 5 years. Trust. Homestead channels, food supply channels, all these channels are blowing up. But yet we have people right here on the internet like, well, why should I pay for information? This should be free 99 every day. And again, that's kind of funny what you said here, but that's who's making money on YouTube. Gossip channels. Tasha K is getting rich talking about gossip. because that's what you want. That's it. Right now, if I tell you, hey, follow these steps and you can make money, the first thing that's going to happen. Well, do I have to follow all the steps, Erica? Do I really have to read all the steps, Erica? I mean, is there math involved in the steps, Erica? I mean, can I change it and do my own complete thing that I want to do anyway, Erica? And when I hear that, I know it. You're not going to change. Just say it. Just say it and stop feeding us all this lip service about how you want to change. You don't. You want to do exactly what you're doing now, just make money from it. Even if someone tells you, hey, this is not going to make money. No, I want to do exactly what I'm doing right now, Erica, and make money. J.G. Wentworth, where's my money? They really are. And they're actors. So when people sit here and go, well, why is everybody, oh, da, da, da. No, they're actors. Both of them are actors. They've been in plenty of movies. Some of that was real, but a lot of it wasn't. Again, this is about choice. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you've been home all these months and haven't educated yourself, you've just been in a motion of I'm going to be comfortable and feel good and basically be a sloth, you have the life you have. I mean, seriously. Yes, I mean, you can watch people's stuff. Listen, don't get it twisted. You guys see me over at Kevin's channels and some of these other channels and O'Shea channels making jokes, laughing, cutting up, because I'm investing in some of my friends' stuff. But what do I do 80% of the time you see me? You don't get this time back. And part of why I'm so like, get the therapy you need, get the work you need, get the skills you need. Some of y'all are going to wake up and be 55 years old and your friends and family are going to be calling you for money. Just because they don't have any, because most people aren't planning. Listen, Ray Gunn, listen, I'll be on here saying, I know gossip channels that make $10,000 on live, making thousands in super chats in 1 hour. There are people, I could name a ton of people who right now, if they were more managing their money better, and this is how YouTube knew they were going to make a bunch of money if they just took 30% of your money. YouTube was like, oh yeah, let's put these super chats in here. Because they know people, it's in China, it's a big thing where people are just investing, spending money, spending time watching people, voyeurism of people's lives. So again, I know, Ray Gunn, I'm telling you right now, when people say, oh, you want people to super chat, you want people to pay, I'm like, honey, are you brand new to YouTube? Did you just get on YouTube yesterday? What are you talking about? Yeah, you gotta pay. Uh-oh, it skipped some of y'all comments, so I'm gonna keep on going. Thank you for the super chat $5 sticker. Listen, Ruben, tell them. Like, there's a whole YouTube Black and a YouTube Latino. And if you're, listen, what's his name? Paul Logan and his brother. His brother is actually, there's a great video if I can find it. He's interviewed by Lewis Howes. If y'all go find this, someone put it in the links or whatever. He's interviewed by Lewis Howes. And he says they have the formula and they just keep repeating it. They pick people that they know people like. So they pick these Latino twin brothers, this Latino girl, this half Black person, and a bunch of other white girls. And they just did the formula over and over and over because they knew YouTube would give them the traffic. Brooklyn, Michigan. It was quite deplorable. If they are, God bless it. But I think it would be because of COVID. People get kicked in the head every day in Europe. I'm pretty sure they do. But not standing there filming it. You know, and unfortunately that you shouldn't feel that way, but it's a little bit. Exactly, Brittany. Your whole family. This man came by. People like, yeah, I can enjoy him. The number one thing people have is irreconcilable differences in money. If you see the comments people have about having to spend time with their in-laws, it shocks you. I have friends who love their in-laws so much that they're like, grandparent, like this girl is black. Her husband is part Korean. Of course, his mother's Korean, dad's black. And his grandparents are full Korean. They actually moved in with this couple and helped them with their baby. And people are like, oh, your grandparents were okay with that? Yes, because she comes from a good family. Families matter. It's not the government's kids. The governments didn't lay down and have a good party time and have those babies. You did. They're your kids. Thank you so much, Mark A, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. And that's okay. And I actually even agree with that. Even if they're even talked about people having small schools. That's all Montessori schools are. These small little organized schools. What does personal responsibility have to do on it? She did. She put that glow on me. I went and got a facial today. It's shining hard. Listen, tell them, KD King, not only do you marry their family, you also marry their friends. There are people who literally said once their friend got married, they never saw them again. But like this guy said, there's some friends got married, they ain't seen them for 8 years. Because again, like I have one friend that when he married to this family, they have like 5 siblings. And he was an only child, and he's so grateful to be in that family. One, they're nice and healthy and happy. But 2, it depends. Congrats, man. Get it. Watchmen. Thank you. It was Watchmen. Yo. Hey. What's that song, Joanna? That's what we want to play, but we don't want to get a copyright strike. Thank you so much, sir. The saying goes, if you want to hide the truth, put in a book. They do barely teach history in school. Listen, I meet people all the time from Wilmington, North Carolina, and I tell them about, the terrible race riot that happened in 1898, and they're like, what? I go, yeah, in Wilmington, 10 out of 11 restaurants were owned by black people. 30% of the black people were all tradesmen. Wilmington, North Carolina was the most prosperous and most populated city in the whole state back then. They had all these black Republicans elected. And after that race riot, where they're saying maybe 330, maybe 120 people died, more like 300 or 500. People claim the city ran red with blood in the water. People are like, we out. Peace out. We gone. And that city's never recovered. To this day, people start to say, well, Erica, Wilmington's not that bad. Wilmington, North Carolina's got the beach and this. And I'm like, it's a crap hole. It's a crap hole with water. The townies are rednecks. Like, the only thing that saves it is the people who are retiring, moving there. It never recovered its glory. And what happens when you take all the tradesmen out of a town? All the black people that had trades were like, peace out. We're going to take our trades and make a new somewhere else. So again, people don't teach history. And this is true. Jabras, do you know how many people pull up to the food bank in Jeeps? And when you bring it up, people are like, how dare you? How dare you bring up that they're driving in a brand new vehicle? Easy. That should be a conversation point. That should be a conversation point. Sir, go liquidate that vehicle. Go liquidate that vehicle. That's what you should be doing. Not at this food bank. This food will only be temporary. Go buy to the store, go buy a 50-pound bag of rice. That's going to be like $27. And get the cooking, get the moving. You already know. There you go, Bailey Horta. Yeah. I mean, again, to this day, like the Japanese, when they got them checks, they came up and bought California up. They were not playing with California after that came out. They just weren't playing. Thank you, Candace. Oh man, it jumped. But part of why am I doing this? Why am I saying this? Because so many people are saying, "Oh, American dream is gone." The American dream, and I'm like, it's here. It's out here. You can have it. It looks like work, and being able to have more than one skill. Right now I know somebody in New York who said, they had a high paying job, 100 and like, I don't know, $80,000 a year or something, which I know New York is expensive, but he was like, this Rona has him at home and he can't work. And so he's like, oh, I need to have either investments or more than one skill. There you go. Oh, for sure. YouTube is beating TV. There's some creators with more watch time than actual shows. Their shows, I don't know if you noticed it, but the past 2 years, they started putting all these movie stars on shows like Jennifer Lopez and Nicole Kidman. All these people are making HBO miniseries. Like, they're literally nothing creative or new in the movie theater, but they're making TV shows. And it was to just save TV. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is very true. YouTube has been failing. They're trying too hard to force everybody to pay. That's why. The whole family. Listen, Ruben, not to be funny. There's this pretty little Hispanic girl, and I asked my friend, why are you talking to her? She is a little petite. She's her hair down her back, and he's like, it ain't her I'm worried about. It's her cousins. And like, she was from a part of San Antonio, and her cousins do look like they will beat the crap out of you. Oh, sure. There you go. It does happen. Bailey Horta, take your time, watch a lot of education videos on how to start putting a little money away and actually saving. It is. Jabras, tell them. See, people every day want to fight me on the fact that, like, I'll be like, Wilmington's a crap hole. They're like, no, Erica, Wilmington looks great. And I'm like, where? That thing has never recovered from that massacre. I feel like that town is cursed. Cursed. Oh, this is a great question. Tina said, what keeps me motivated? So what keeps me motivated is I write my like 5-year goals out. Like, what does this look like? What does Erica look like 5 years from now? What does this or that look like? And for me, I find a lot of joy in that, right? Planning the future, having hope, and scheduling into my week relax periods. So a lot of times I'll read people's reviews of my classes or surveys. And a lot of times it's really helpful stuff. Like last year's boat party, the reason I'm doing it this year is last year so many people came together and they were able to create community, right? They see each other, talk online, and they were able to create community. So that was really like uplifting. And a lot of times for me, I think there's going to be somebody who comes by and watches these videos and it changes their life. A lot of people at the boat party were literally saying that they started investing stocks because they watched this. They started doing this for kids because of this or that. And it was amazing to hear. So that keeps me motivated. Also, just being able to pivot, right? If you don't like something, if you don't want to do something no more, you can change. This is America. You can go to the right. I'm out. I'm gone. Not doing this no more. There's a lot of flexibility there. The journal, good. See, what happens is people are kind of filled with anxiety, but if they start writing, the 3 to 4 tasks they need to do in a day, and you get those things accomplished, you just feel better. Honestly, too, if I could do another journal, I'd probably have it just called journal, gratitude, like days of reflection. Like, what have I done in my life these past 2, 3, 4, 5 months that made me feel better, kind of thing. So. DBA is useless. DBA is just saying Q4's plumbing company, right? It really doesn't protect you from much. It gives you access to a bank account. It kind of gives you like the label of a business. I've always found people who are pressed on doing the DBA so hard that they really don't ever it's like a hobby. It's never really a full-fledged business. And honestly, there's a lady in our class who she's had a DBA for 26 years, a legit live business. And guess what? When she went to apply for federal funding, couldn't get it. So again, if you're going to do something, again, for me, Texas LLCs are $300. Insurance that I want for the company I want is $300 or $72 monthly payment. So when you really know your numbers and you're actually serious about this business making money, you will find a way. Like we did this last week where everybody was listing their city and state, and the average state was like $100, $100 for an LLC. So that's all. Where do you think real estate will be by the end of the year? Depends on your market. There's a great article. You guys really need to read it. It's called Forbes 16 Boom Towns List of 2016. They have an updated one, but those towns on that list, they're going to be hot and popping. Towns not on that list might go down a little bit. But overall, people are moving into houses and they're moving into master plan communities. What is a master plan community? It's a giant circle, for one. Two, they'll usually have like shopping near it, but it's a master plan community where the school is in the center of the circle, the high school and the middle school and the elementary school. And no kids outside of that area will go to that school. Those neighborhoods will be the most sought after because the houses will be certain income price. And if you try to rent those houses out, you have to rent them out at a certain price that it will keep out a certain type of person. You can look at that however you want to look at that. Even now, a lot of HOAs are like, if you have a work truck, you can't park there. If you have a semi truck, you can't park there. There's a reason these communities are starting to do that. They're just trying to weed a certain type of people out. So. Okay. Listen, thank you, KG. The boat party was good as hell for networking. Met a lot of folks. KG came out. And also I got a new, I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but I put like new photos from the boat party last year. I put them on Canvas and they're in the other office. They look good. Yeah, Candace, we're going to do it for the fall. We're going to be when I'm on my break. Everybody look at that. I want y'all to pay attention. FYI, QuickBooks Online Pro certification is free. I'm focusing on setting systems before I start setting clients. Ruben, this is going to be vital. This is going to be a vital business. Right now, there's a thing called float.com. It helps you project cash flow in your business. Anybody could help businesses and business owners project their cash flow, project their life. It's going to be a godsend. And two, this money that's coming out, these Main Street lending loans, this money that's coming out of the woodwork like they do, if you don't have your stuff organized, it just is not gonna, it's not gonna prosper. You won't prosper, okay? Oh yes, honey, all the courses I have are tax write-offs. They're educational purposes. Listen, Erica, should I do a gossip channel on politics and stocks? People want to keep up with Trump from Sassy Girl. Listen, it'll make a lot of money. I mean, if you could do commentary, it still makes a lot of money, y'all. And it just, if that's your lane, get into it for sure. Like a lot of these guys talking about stock options, it's a lane. Part of the reason I didn't finish this other video, this other channel I was wanting to do, is I've been like super tied up with the trucks, but that's about to change as far as like the next, if we get this government contract to tie up a lot of these trucks and this other contract with a friend, all the trucks should be tied up in government contracts and work. And then that'll allow me free time to go do other things. But there's a lot of changes coming. Thank you, King Smith. Listen, Maya J, they purposely don't build any apartments over there. Master plan communities. Oh, I mean, listen, flash wave. Our kids gonna act up any day. Are people in any community gonna act up? For sure. But a certain level of income will keep those kids out of certain trouble. I'm just trying to be nice. Did y'all have any other questions about this tonight? I just wanted to share that because I want you to be focused. the rest of 2020, which we have about 5 months, you guys, there are people right now I was in a mastermind with, and they literally are just going to make millions of dollars for the fall, because right now people are in a state of confusion. And the state of confusion is when you don't plan, you plan to fail. Okay? If you don't plan this fall, which is follow steps, invest, and then disrupt, for yourself, it's going to be rough. 2021 is going to be rough for people because I think they are not taking it serious right now. They're just not. Oh, the year's going by fast. This is exactly right. What you consume consumes you, right? And the jump you're seeing in podcasts. I was talking to this guy and he was saying he can listen to podcasts in his workouts, on his drive home, all this stuff, and I was like, that's actually pretty accurate. There are, and I'm gonna be careful, but the whole Nick Cannon thing. If you build a platform, you have to literally protect it at all costs. And a lot of people aren't out here building anything. So they just are floating and coasting. And the coasting, it's got to end. You cannot coast over here, man. The coasting is going to kill you. That's the problem, because people coast in life and marriage and weight and all these things. The coast is going to coast down. There's nobody who's coasting uphill in life, right? Even a top model or a hot bachelor, if they don't do a few things, they're going to coast down in life too. So this is true. Listen, there a couple years ago, they called them conservathoughts. It's terrible, but it was a lot of young white women coming out as conservatives and making conservative YouTube channels, and they get all these views, and men would be super chatting them and like, oh, and I thought it was funny, but I'm like, look, y'all want to watch those videos? That's where it goes. Have I ever been to a Soto City? What I think of it? I thought it was nice. Can you still make money affiliate marketing? Every day, Celeste. Every day you can make money affiliate marketing. Like every day people watch your shows or whatever. Like, hey, I've got this Fitbit on. Hey, I got this Dewey steamer. Hey, I got like every day when you go out your house and you're like, where you been, girl? I went to McDonald's. I went to Chipotle, whatever. People are affiliate marketing every single day. It just has to be something they want. And in our YouTube class, if anybody's in here in our YouTube class, we did, and also Ride 20%, I think, we did a whole show on like ClickBank. That thing blew my mind, but we did a whole show on ClickBank and how people are just making dough. It was crazy. Listen, man. So anyway, but that's listen, being a bartender, if you want to, a lot of times I think people should take the approach of Prince. Prince invested in a lot of things. He invested in a lot of companies, a lot of positions, and he never said stuff out loud. Hey, Erica, what would you say to anyone feeling intimidated going to events like the boat party because they don't have a business or make a lot of cash? Believe the boat party is just a celebration of the year. It's a celebration of the channel. Anybody's an investor to come on out. It's just a celebration. Come on out. So yeah, thank you for the super chat. But hey, if you want to, come on out. Not everybody there had a business. A lot of people there were just there to enjoy the boat party, and we're two-stepping on the boat. Corey, yeah, I mean that class on ClickBank, it went left, yo. Listen, if also everybody if you've signed up for the Classy Climb affiliate, go check on your login because you were already be given the links. Because all the staff did was click you into affiliate. But we'll work on it today. We'll work on, I'll put it in their Asana tomorrow to make sure that they email everybody their affiliate links. I was watching the ClickBank show, lots of information. Jay, for real, it was a good show. But look, you guys, I'm going to run. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Muhammad, for the $50 super chat. Look, you guys, get out today. Get out today. Find something productive you can invest your time in. And I hope a lot of you are building something you can love and enjoy. And if not, just have gratitude for the fact that a lot of you are having some extra vacation time at home, because winter is coming. And I hope you're prepared. Later, you guys.